Hello, hello. Sweetest thing in the world today is I was sitting here working and this sweet, how are we gonna get her in the picture? Hold on. Sweetest little kitty came and snuggled with me. I have since gone and taken a shower, made breakfast. She's still there, sleeping. I'm gonna take you around the living room and show you some houseplants. I've got my ring light set up. Now, normally I would have fixed up this couch by now, but these two have decided to sleep in. So we still have a blanket pillow pile. All right, let's just walk around and see what we got. We'll just start over here with this cuteness. This is Penelope Poppy Seed. This is her sleepy time of day. All right, let me talk about this aloe. Beautiful, beautiful aloe plant. I bought this basket just for this plant because it is stunning. These were at Lowe's and I was not going there to get aloe. However, I bought 4 of them. These were crammed down underneath a shelf, all fallen over. You can still see they're kind of wonky. I've tried to prop them up a little bit. I haven't even cleaned them up yet. I just repotted them, but I need to take I need to come in and just kind of clean them up, get a paintbrush in there, get the dirt out, wipe some of these spots out. But they were $10 each and they were being completely just destroyed. So I just fell in love. They're huge. I mean, getting a plant this size for $10 seemed like a really good deal. It wasn't even on clearance. And it needed a special basket. This beautiful rolling cart here, I've had that forever since I lived in the loft in Providence. And it has wheels, it's yellow. I never know exactly what to do with it, but let me just step back here so you can kind of see. I just think that really looks good. And I have a slight aversion to color, so that is adding a little bit of color into the room. I had a plant up here and I just moved it, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing there, but let's just walk this way. Toilet paper tubes. Let me explain. So the toilet paper tubes are for seed planting. I am going to do some seed starting in those tubes, fill them a little bit with dirt, put the seeds in and actually germinate them that way, because then you can plant the entire tube and the cardboard is it's like the no-dig system in a tube, right? The worms are going to start like decomposing it. It's going to work in. It's going to become compost. It's a really clever thing to do. So start saving your toilet paper tubes for planting. I did not clean up my seed table because I'm still in process. When the seeds arrive, they just go into clumps over here. So that's how it's got to be for now. I have a sweet Echeveria. Sometimes you hear people say Echeveria. It's in its nursery pot still. A little bit dry. Some of these leaves need to come off, but it's doing pretty good. I think this was a Trader Joe's find that I actually bought for Eli for Christmas, but he never took it, so I just popped it in this thrifted pottery pitcher. I think the difference between Echeveria and Echeveria is just regional. I just think it's how people pronounce it in their region. I'm not totally sure. These are my beautiful Thanksgiving cactus, Slumbergera, I think it is. These are not Christmas cactuses, these are Thanksgiving cactuses, and you can tell the difference by the leaf shape. I believe that the holiday or Thanksgiving cactus has these points, whereas the Christmas cactus is rounded, but I'm gonna double check that just in case I'm wrong. I did what I said I wasn't going to do, and I planted them in my antique earthenware, I don't even know, clay, pottery, whatever these are, very old pots that I believe were used to bake things in ovens, like outside ovens. I said I wasn't going to plant them in there because they don't have drainage holes and I didn't really want the dirt all around the edges, and I did it anyway. It's temporary, but I just didn't have the right size plastic pots to stick in here, and I was worried that something was going to happen to them, and I just love this plant so much. This is one plant split in two. I also have some babies that, oh my gosh, let me tell you how to root those. Hold on. Okay, we're not doing a plant tour in my new studio. However, I'm popping in my new studio to show you. This is just I just took a little piece of it. Let me turn this way, see if the light's better. I took a little piece of this, I put it in water. The roots came very quickly, and then I just have it potted up in this tiny little pot here. So, easy. I have a bunch of those. Oh, let me show you something else while we're here. I'm totally not doing, this is not the room I wanted to do a plant tour in, but I happened to step in the new studio. Look at this jade leaf here. It's starting to propagate. All you do is stick it into the soil. See how close it'll let me go? And it starts to grow a baby like that. And I just tucked it in this aloe plant. I tuck them anywhere there's like some soil showing in any other plant just to get it rooting. Okay, we're not doing a tour in here. Let's go. Focus, 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 focus. Okay, I'm focusing. All right, here we go. More. One of everybody's favorite low light, easy to maintain. You can ignore me and I still grow for you. Plants, the ZZ. I'll put the name on the screen because I don't know how to pronounce it. ZZ is such a wonderfully easy thing to say. I have had this for a long time. I am ready to repot it. There's a ton of new growth. I'm probably going to take one or two pieces here and make new plants. It came in this planter. I believe it's in a nursery pot in here. Yes. So I will take that out. I loved the planter. It's actually why I bought the plant, which is very rare. I normally do not like planters that come from stores, but that was an exception. The Amaryllis that I bought for $2, I think they're going to bloom. I think they're going to bloom. They're just gorgeous. They're gorgeous. $2 plants. My plan is to keep these alive so that they bloom again the next season. Okay. We pause this show to bring you the chaos that is about to ensue. You need to leave her be, please. She was having her sleepy time. She's having her sleepy time. She doesn't want her butt sniffed. Okay. Delilah Moon. Penelope Poppy Seed. All right, this one's a little tough to see. I didn't move the light over here in this darker corner. I'm now in like a northeast window. This is a Euphorbia. You can just see the cool shadows on the wall though. That's cool looking. This Euphorbia is in, unfortunately right now, I just moved it in a northeast facing window. So you can see, how am I gonna show you this? Oh, there you go. You can see the purple leaves. It will become more purple when it's in more sun. It really doesn't want to be here. I just think it looks so pretty over here. Let me pull a little further back and show you why it's just so pretty over here. I just love the composition with the height of that Euphorbia with the basket lamp and then the Amaryllis, which will be here temporarily. I don't know. I just think it looks so pretty. And then the ZZ plant over here kind of doing something very different, but still with that like elongated shape. When you're decorating with plants, it's really about like, how do they work together without being like same. And I just love the way that works together. So that, pause for the dog, pause for the dog, pause for the dog, pause for the dog. All right, I'll turn off. All right, so this is northeast over here. And it's a shame because there's like, oh, there's so many windows over here. But it's tough. So this was my brilliance for today. This is an old thrifted shoe rack. And it really doesn't work for shoes. I promise. It just doesn't work for shoes. We have tried it. Nobody puts their shoes on it. And it was in the giveaway pile because I'm like, it's cool looking, but you know, what am I going to do with it? And I was bringing this spider plant up that I just got on sale at Lowe's for $7. Isn't it? I barely cleaned it up at all. It had a few brown leaves. It just needed to be watered and given some love. Just love. I've never seen a spider plant that wasn't variegated, so this is exciting, and all these babies on it. Anyway, I'm like, oh my god, this is a plant stand. I am going to make this a plant stand. So I don't know how, but I'm going to pop more little cute things in there. So that's today's brilliance. Thank you, thank you. More aloe. These were 2 more. These were way more destroyed, and the cat has knocked 3 of the leaves off already. I have not cleaned this one up. You can tell these are in much worse shape. But again, they were $10 plants. I put them in a big nursery pot, and I just put some sphagnum moss around for now. I don't know where these are going to go. I will figure that out. Sansevieria, it's in this corner because it's hiding all of these unsightly plugs. I just don't like them. This was the other plant I just got at Lowe's. I haven't cleaned it up. It needs to be shined. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of tropical plant, but it didn't have a name, and I've done a little research, but I really can't find it yet. So if anybody knows what that is, let me know. And here, oh, here's the other one that I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. You see those leaves? Cheers. It's not a string of anything, I don't believe, because the leaves are flat. I started thinking maybe it was a Hoya that was actually supposed to look more like that, but this is just the leaf curled. So I don't know what this is. I've had it for a very long time. It does bloom. Again, this is not its ideal space because this is northeast. We've been trying to figure out what to do with this corner. So now I think I'm going to put a wall lamp, like a sconce right there, and then have my beautiful shoe rack of plant. Anyway, I have this here right now because I like to keep a plant here to hide the remote control. Ta-da! And then, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this Dracina. Oh, oh my goodness. I love this so much. All I know is Dracina. I'm not exactly sure beyond that. And Monstera. I've cut this back multiple times. I've cut this guy back, and I have propagated many plants from it. In this corner, so here is south, so now we're in southeast, but it really doesn't get great light. It's hard to explain, but snake plant, another Sansevieria. I believe this is Dracina marginata, dragon plant or something like that. If you look really closely, you can see there's pink and white along the margins. It's just beautiful plant. This one I had pretty much ignored way too long, and it got really dry and crispy. So I've recently just given it a lot of love, a lot of attention, a lot of water, kind of taken the crispy bits off. And I didn't even repot it, but it needs to be somewhere with a little bit more humidity. I have it right now by a heating vent. Probably not the greatest idea, but you know, whatever. Here's my beautiful big wreath that I made out of grapevines that were growing outside, just wild grapes, and some eucalyptus that I bought from the store. So it's crunchy, dried. Again, south-facing windows, but just not the kind of light you'd expect. It does get, I mean, it has its share, but comes and goes. Bunch of the cactuses that I got from Leaf and Clay. If we pull the tags out, you can see this is a euphorbia. This one is a mammillaria. Sorry, I don't mean to be shaky here. Rebutia fulviceta. Rebutia fulviceta. And then another mammillaria. Here we have one of the coolest names, Aglonima, Chinese evergreen. I don't have good luck with these. Every person that you talk to will say, easiest plant to grow, easiest plant to grow. I do not find that to be the case. I find them to be incredibly difficult to grow. So I am trying again with this one because I started to get really into these pops of red and green. I mean, red and pink. I don't know. I already feel like it's going downhill. So look, found a couple leaves already doing this. The stems look funny. Like there's some rot going on. So I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it and see if that helps at all. All right. So that's that little sweet area. These were all like thrifted cutie pies. I want something bigger here. So this is not going, the Aglonima is not going to stay here. I want to get a bigger plant to kind of go like this so that it kind of works with that picture. But at the moment, I don't have one. This is our antique fridge. We keep a bunch of stuff in there, like candles and tools and art supplies maybe. I don't even know. I don't know. It's a mess. Oh, look who woke up. See how it just needs a plant right there, doesn't it? It does. All right. What do we have left? We have this beautiful spider plant. I've made a few babies off of this. It's doing really well. I really like it in this spot. Let me just walk over here and I'll kind of show you this spot. Kitty likes to play back here. This is a basket of bones for the dogs. That basket right there holds some beads, like for like necklaces and bracelets, big supplies, you know. Okay, coffee table. This is the end of the plants in the living room. What have we got? Peperomia. Other than ferns, Peperomia is my favorite plant. They come in so many varieties. I can't believe it. This one is like frost. It's got a silvery look to it. I have two of those and I put them in these terracotta pots that I've had for years and years and years. And they have this gorgeous patina on them. I love it. We've got in this beautiful cream pitcher. I love using pitchers as planters. You can thrift these, that's great. Another Echeveria of some sort. This is Senecio. Kilimanjaro, I think. I'll put that on the screen as well. Your classic Jade, Crassula ovata. This is Crosby's compact, very common jade. But look at the margins. See the red? It's almost purple actually. Like purple margins on the leaves. That's beautiful. And that's in a teacup, a mug. And a propagation from the begonia that I believe I've shown you a bunch of times. So this is two propagations planted together, a little sphagnum moss on the top. Bunny does not like the ring light. She gets very upset when I use the ring light. You know what I'm thinking about? Can you see the color difference between these two here? So this is the color of the wall. This is my cloud white, my favorite white. One of my favorite whites because I like stoneware now, Benjamin Moore stoneware. Anyway, all the trim is going to be painted to match the wall. So everything just blends in. However, I was thinking, what if I paint this black, like in the kitchen? How all the cabinets are kind of this beautiful black color, that maybe this wouldn't be such an eyesore and maybe would help this huge TV blend in a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. It's okay, Bunny. The light's not gonna hurt you. The light's not gonna hurt you. It's okay. See, that's her like cowering, I'm so scared position. Cat just figured out that I set up this shoe tree. Let's see what she's gonna do. What are you gonna do with my shoe tree? Little one? You're gonna pretend like you didn't see it? Oh, nothing. I'll just scratch your chair instead. Oh, nothing, nothing to see here. All right, my clever move for the day. When you are decorating with plants, think of plants like the throw pillows of the room, right? You know how you can have a chair, a couch, like my couch looks like crap right now because my throw pillows aren't all set up and cute. I'll set it up and then show you guys. But when you do that, it changes the whole look of the room or the piece of furniture. Throw pillows and throw blankets, things like that, they're essential. And if you treat plants very much like that, where you're not just shoving them all together, you're not, randomly placing them, you are very purposefully placing each plant. And you're doing it for so many reasons. The lighting, the temperature in the room, the humidity of the room, whatever it is, the space that you need to fill. Are you filling vertical space? Are you filling horizontal space? What are you looking to do? The coloring of each plant. Are you trying to add color? Are you trying to create like a very lime green sort of look? Like what is it you're going for, right? Just like you would choose beautiful throw pillows. So each plant then is placed, and if it doesn't seem to be working, you move it. Plants are okay being moved. Some of them are a little crabby, but they're okay because they'd rather have a better spot than be somewhere they're not gonna thrive anyway. Like snake plants, people tend to stick them in corners, but they really do like light. They really do. Sorry to say, they like light. So just, Bunny's still cowering and staring at me. Have fun with it. Start to collect. Do things like, you could go to Lowe's and go to the clearance section. I check the clearance section all the time. The $15 spider plant was $7. It's gorgeous. It's fine. Sometimes I find plants that are in big need of help and healing, and they'll be like $2. I'm down for that. Like, I'm all in. I got that. I love to, the thought of them being thrown out, it just, no good. Thanks for walking through the living room with me. We'll do more rooms of the house soon. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.